Welcome to another connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us on the show this week. We do appreciate each week coming into your homes, your business, or whatever with our Connection Show. Connection Show, we named it that because we're trying to connect you with the individuals and the companies and nonprofits that come in to talk to us. We appreciate it. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We're going to talk with two people about a big event coming up, very important event for here in Harrison.
Crystal clear mountain streams, river rapids, and rolling hills with endless valleys. The beauty of the Ozarks we often take for granted. At Magnus Toyota, we never underestimate the value of our customers. As a third-generation family-owned business, Magnus Toyota has been operating here in the Ozarks for over 50 years. When we make a new deal, we make a new friend. Stop in and visit us today and see why our customers say we're the best. Magnus Toyota, your hometown Toyota dealer on Highway 65 North in Harrison.
Introducing two new families of ATVs from Yamaha, the all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700. The new Grizzly offers increased power and performance to deliver more exploration and more adventure. The new Kodiak 700 features legendary Yamaha reliability for more productivity and more value. The all-new Grizzly and Kodiak 700 ATVs, all with more than ever before.
Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television, and our two guests in the studio for the first part of our show today. Cody Tatum from the nice yellow house over here. It's Grandma's house. Cody, thanks for being with us again.
Absolutely,
Michelle Ross, thank you so much for coming in today. Michelle was hanging out waiting on you because Cody outside. I think she actually ran down here. She's doing a prelim to what we're going to talk about in a few minutes, the old 5K run. And she's in great shape.
And I was more than willing.
I wish I could say I ran down here. I wish I could say that.
But anyway, Michelle, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. What we're going to talk about today, for many of you out there may not understand or exactly know what Grandma's house is. It's a little yellow house over on West Stevenson, right across from the administration building, Harrison High School administration building. Been there for a while. In fact, started back, time passes. How long have you been there now?
About 2009, 2010.
I thought it was around that time frame. So been there for a while. Some people know what they do, some do not. Some just think it's a cute little yellow house that they always have little tweely birds and all kinds of stuff out in front when they've got a special event coming up. But let's talk about actually what you do and the importance of what you do in the community.
Well, Grandma's House is a children's advocacy center, one of 14 in the state. We work with child abuse cases, primarily sexual abuse. We're just a place where kids and their families can come for services and support when they're facing the challenges of the child abuse dynamic and everything. So we have specially trained people who talk to the kids, give them their chance to tell their stories in the best way for them. We also do some medical services, checkups to make sure kids know they're all right. And big thing we do is follow up with advocacy services and making sure that that family has all the resources and everything they need to kind of recover from this when it's happened, and make sure it's a bump in the road and not something that derails them. And we work with a therapist, so we also follow through with therapy and help kids heal. And that's I think the most important part of what we do is making sure that we get them back on the right track and help them in every way that we can. So
you're I'm assuming I saw that when you first started. You're a 501c a nonprofit organization.
Right.
How are you funded? Basically funded.
Well, basically, and again, a couple different ways. We have some grants that we get from the Coalition for Domestic Violence, Rape, and Sexual Assault through the state. Some different grants like that we're paid through, and then also privately funded. So donations and things like that from the community are a big part of our funding.
I know that we do a court show, and we have for years with the circuit court. So we're somewhat familiar with what's going on out there in the felony side, the criminal side of our communities around here. But sexual abuse or abuse to children continues to be a major issue. It's always been there, but probably because of media, because of we've gotten better with interacting agencies, interacting like the Arkansas State Police Crimes Against Children when that was developed and so forth. But I know that Cody, that your organization, you interact with a lot DHS and a lot of these. Is that kind of how do you find out about what's going on as far as these children go?
Sure. Well, I think you're definitely right, and I think that these agencies working together has been a boon to helping sniff this out and kind of take care of it in a lot of ways. 90% of the kids that are offended on are offended by someone they know already. So, some kids don't disclose right away. When they do, the first thing that happens is the child abuse hotline's called, and that's 844-SAVE-A-CHILD, and that's going to get it connected to an investigator. Investigators will usually call us. The kind of idea, and I think it's a cheesy way to kind of describe it, we're kind of a one-stop shop for families to start this process.
Okay.
So when you think about this, a kid may tell a teacher at school, they might talk to the nurse, they might talk to the principal, they call the police, and by the time the child's done, they've talked to 13 people, had to relive this trauma. We have all those people come to us. So we have the investigators, law enforcement, all those people come to our organization where we can interview the child, hopefully, one time, get all the stuff that they need for that part of things, make sure it's done in the way that's best for the child. Dragging with the sheriff's office can be scary for kids.
Sure.
And we want to be that family-friendly location. So it starts with that hotline call, gets all the agencies involved, and then we act as advocates to really, while the investigators have their cases and they're going to work on that side of things, we can be that support for the family and make sure that that they have everything that they need. And like you say, going to court, the best outcome for these families is going to be one that involves support for them, and we try to be that.
Yeah. Do you, I may have just forgotten, but when you actually started Grandma's House, are you tied with the 14th Judicial District or Boone County only, or what geographically, how big an area?
Well, we actually serve 6 counties. So we serve Boone, Newton, Carroll, Marion, Madison, and Baxter.
Okay.
So neither and both, kind of.
Yeah.
We work those counties.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's 14 in Arkansas, 14 children's advocacy centers, so they're each going to control a different quadrant.
I got you. Okay.
So,
about how many children in a 12-month period of time or a year will you see or will go through your program? So
I think a safe estimate is about 250 we'll see a year of children. So, some of those are going to be sibling groups and everything like that, but roughly.
About 250. Is there a particular age group that you see more? I mean, is it younger children? Are you seeing more with the younger children? I would assume you would than the older ones, but
we see a pretty healthy mixture of all ranges, and we serve infant to 18.
Right.
For interviews, of course, probably 3 years old and on.
Right.
But we do see a healthy mixture of girls and boys and different age ranges. So we really pretty diverse in that. We're very thankful for that.
Do you think it's getting better or worse?
I think that the way that it can get better is just by awareness, and I think that there are a lot of good people out there trying to do that work. So, being aware of it's the best way to fight it, bringing it out into the open and not letting it hide in the shadows. And I do think that, with media, that creates a whole new monster, but it also creates a way for us to get the awareness out. So we definitely need to utilize it for that purpose.
Yeah, probably situations were happening years and years ago, just wasn't aware of it at the time.
Right.
And, of course, population has grown too, but
sure.
And I don't know. It's a sad deal, but you do a great job. Well, let's talk about the light side now. Let's get Michelle involved. We talked about that you do get funding through grants and so forth, but you always need additional funding, obviously, to help out. You have a lot of expense, not only the expense of taking care of these children, because you really do want to make them feel warm, fuzzy, and, 'cause they're going through a traumatic situation anyway. Right. And then, obviously, your staff, you need the right professional staff to handle it. Michelle, let's talk a little bit about this event. Is this something that is new as far as the 5K? Have you tried this before?
This is my first year to help plan it. I was asked to help out. I believe you guys have had it 1 or 2 years before this. Is that right?
I couldn't remember. Have you done this?
The Boone County Leadership Group last year actually put on an event for it.
This year you're kind of doing it
kind of our first one in-house kind of thing.
So Michelle is going to obviously be being a major part of this, and she's been involved in 5K stuff a lot. I think she ran over here. I'm serious. The only reason I would say that she didn't run up here, she said she just left left her accountant.
Yes.
Well, I've been through that situation recently, and sometimes I wanted to run out too. So, depending on the scenario.
You might need a nice stress relieving run after that. But no, I was asked by my friend Cindy, who is on the board of Grandma's House, to help out with the 5K planning, which I'm very honored to be asked to do for such an incredible organization.
Yes.
And so there's been a team of us, to plan it, and so it's something that I think is going to be a good fundraiser for Grandma's House.
Well, let's talk a little bit about if somebody wanted to run in it, and you brought up a good point a while ago. This is it's the April 30th, but a lot of people kind of wait till the last minute to sign up, which you would appreciate the fact if you would like to be participating in this 5K run, don't wait till the last minute. They're trying to see, how many people are going to be involved in it, so that can do a little better job of planning. Let's kind of go through we've got about 5 minutes, so kind of talk a little bit about how to sign up, the cost, and so forth.
Okay, so the race itself is on April 30th. It's a Saturday, and we decided to make it a glow run, which I think is going to be fun. So the race will take place at 8 o'clock at night, and it will be down at Lake Harrison Park, and it will get started by the soccer complex, in the parking lot down there at the soccer complex, and the course will follow the 5K course is pretty similar to a lot of the others that take place down there around Lake Harrison. And we are taking registrations right now, and you can do that by, there's a few different ways. You can come to Nature's Wonders. We have registration forms there, and you can either come get a form there, or you can print one off online and turn it in at Nature's Wonders if you'd prefer. You can go to runsignup.com, which is another way to register. That is a quick way if you're comfortable using online registration. You can do that there, and it's a little bit more convenient. And there's also a Facebook page for the race, for Grandma's House Glow Run 5K, and you can get the information there as well to get registered. And it's $20 to register, so it's not a lot, and so it's a great way you can have fun and help out such a great organization. If you register by April 22nd, it's $20, and that gets you a guaranteed T-shirt, which the T-shirts are really cool.
That's good.
Yeah, they're going to be glowing. They're going to be glowing. Yeah, they're like the flyer sort of, or the look that's on the Facebook page. So this the black with the neon letters. So the T-shirt is really cool.
Nice.
If you register after the 22nd, the price goes up, I believe, $5. And so, like you said, I would encourage people not to wait till last minute.
Till last minute.
Get registered and come out and have fun. Bring your kids. It's a family event. I call it a race. It doesn't have to be thought of as a race. It's more just a fun way to help out a great organization.
Can you walk if you want to?
You can absolutely
so
walk.
Run, walk is usually the way they do.
Run, walk, yes. And they'll have glow sticks that you get with your packet. And there will be also, I think, some glow stuff there for sale as well, which will be, I don't know all the details of that yet enough to say,
you'll have some other stuff.
That they'll be raising money for another organization as well. There's some different glow things, or you can bring your own, just whatever, just have fun with it.
Well, obviously, good weather would be appreciated, I'm sure.
Yes.
But a glow race, think about that a little bit. Lake Harrison, we have a beautiful spot, and we've had numerous 5K runs around Lake Harrison through the years, but an evening run is even more interesting and will be a lot of fun down there, and going to a great cause. Anything else? We got a couple of minutes left. We got a minute left about the sign-ups or anything else that you need to hit on?
You can register day of the event. I didn't cover that. If you wait till the last minute and you still want to participate, arrive down at the soccer complex at 7 p.m. So from 7 to 7:30, we'll still be taking registrations day of the race.
So you're going to kick it off at the soccer complex?
We'll kick it off at the soccer complex.
Start there and then come back. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Sounds like a lot of fun, and obviously goes to a great cause. If you're into 5K running, or if you're just into running, or if you just want to enjoy, you can walk. That's fine. It goes to a great cause. Grandma's House does a lot for children. They try to make it a safe place, obviously. And again, their motto is hope and healing, and that's what they're trying to do. Michelle, thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for taking the lead in this 5K run, Cody. I'm sure all the staff there appreciates having somebody like Michelle, who's a very good organizer.
Well, like
she
I
does
said, it takes a village. It's taken a whole committee of us.
It'll be good. And I hope you raise a lot of money for a great cause, and we appreciate, Cody, you coming in again, and Michelle and all the staff down there for a great job you do. Thanks you both for coming in.
Thank you.
Don't forget about it. 5K Glow Run coming up April the 30th. It'll start at the soccer complex. A lot of fun, only $20 to sign up. You'll have more fun than $20. So help them out at Grandma's house. They would be very appreciative. Stay with us. Be back on the second half of the show in just a moment.
Sam Alexander Pharmacy has expanded and is now offering many additional products and services. Their new pharmaceutical compounding area allows them to create products to fit the unique needs of a customer. They also have added Spinco orthotic shoes and sandals, Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes, baby gifts by Aiden and Anais, and toys by Melissa and Doug. Stop in today and let them help you with any of your specialty pharmaceutical needs. Sam Alexander Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy in Harrison.
Many things have changed over the years, and so has Auto Body Repair. Even though Ozark Auto Body has been in business for over 30 years, they continue to change with the times. They believe protecting the environment is important and have done so by using environmentally friendly waterborne paint from PPG. This aligns with the technology used by original manufacturers and gives you a lifetime limited warranty. Quality PPG waterborne paint, ASC certified personnel, plus 24-hour towing service. Ozark Auto Body in Harrison, always taking pride in excellence. Back on Connection here on TKO8 Television. Dennis King, thanks for joining us on our show today. Our second guest in the studio has been with us many times. It's been a while, but she's a very busy person. Mickey Summers from North Arkansas College. Mickey, thanks for coming in today.
Thank you, Dennis.
It has been a while since you've been on.
It has. I appreciate the opportunity to come back.
Well, you've been so busy. There's always things. As a matter of fact, we're going to talk a little bit about North Arkansas College in general at the end of our interview here, but we've got one particular thing we want to talk about first. Volunteer Opportunities Fair. Cindy Keeter called and asked if we would let people know about this, and said volunteered you to come in. So that was nice of Cindy. You've done this, but it's been a while since you've had this event.
It's been about 3 years, and when you hear volunteer fair, you think, well, what really is a volunteer fair? And that's what I thought too, but it's where everybody comes together. Like, I've thought about volunteering before, but I didn't know what time commitment would be required, or what might fit good for me, or even what even was out there to choose from. So this fair is an opportunity for the 501c3 nonprofits to come in to the Duran Center and set up booths and just talk to people about what they do and look for volunteers. And then it's also for people out there who have time and want to help others, and they want to kind of look around and see what they're interested in. And there's a variety of different booths for different interests.
Well, we just had an organization, Grandma's House was just in before you. We talked to Cody Tatum, and in fact they're putting on a 5K run with Michelle Ross, just going to head that up to raise funds. But there's so many organizations, even me, sometimes I forget, well, what does that organization actually do, So if you're out in the viewing audience, this would be a great opportunity to go walk around. They'll have booths, and she's going to talk about that. But to be able to see all these organizations that we have in our surrounding area, not just in Harrison, but in the communities around us, that do fantastic work. In most cases, they're affecting you or your family or your friends or somebody, and people do have time, but many times you don't know, well, who can I go see, or where's the office at, or you'll be amazed how many organizations we have in our viewing area here.
That's right.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot that are signed up already, and the event is Thursday, April 28th in the Duran Center, and it's going to be held from 1 to 6, and it's free. There'll be snacks there and door prizes. It's also free to organizations, 501c3s and service organizations. It's free to come set up their booth.
Okay.
So,
is there any cost at all to anybody?
There's no cost.
College is just doing this, putting it on.
The North Ark Classified Staff Association is doing it, and they are a fun bunch. They have all kinds of activities, and they have don't tell anybody I said this. They have the best Christmas party at the college, the ugly sweater contest, and they wanted to do something to give back to the community. And North Ark does a lot of things to give back to the community. And so this is an employee organization stepping up and really making the connection to provide opportunities to help affect change.
That is great. So there's no cost to go. There's no cost for the nonprofit. So if you're out there and you're a part of a nonprofit, maybe you didn't know about this until just now. How is the contact? Who do they get a hold of if they want to sign up?
They need to get a hold of Cindy Keeter, and her number is 870-391-3347, or it's C Keeter, CKEETER at northark.edu. She can sign you up and give you the information. Might mention some of the vendors that are coming for people out there. Yeah. We've got Ozark Rape Crisis, Ozark Homeward Bound, Ozark Humane Society, AmeriCorps Vista program. Grandma's House is going to be there. Circle of Friends, North Arkansas Regional Medical Center, Ozark Opportunities, Sanctuary, Independent Living, Legacy Hospice, Make-A-Wish, Boone County Substance Abuse, just a whole variety of organizations that are doing great work.
That's great.
That people can kind of look around and see.
Mickey, we have every one of those organizations that I think have been in here at some point in time on our Connection show to talk about about their organizations or about an event coming up most of the time to raise money, because they're all self-funded through some type of grants or maybe money, but they never have enough, obviously, to do the programs. But the one thing that these organizations and the people that come in and talk to us always say, they never have enough volunteers.
Right.
Most nonprofits don't have enough people. That's their main issue, more even than money, is the fact that they need volunteers. So what a great way to be able to find out a little bit more about the organization at their booth at this volunteer fair. And then if you got time, sometimes you may have 2 hours a month, or you may have, maybe you're a retired person, you've got, you can give up a day a week or whatever. These organizations would, I'm sure, be greatly appreciative of those facts, and this would be a good way to do it.
Right. You don't have to drive all around town trying to find their offices. You just come down to the Duran Center on the 28th, and you may know the people that are there, and it's a good opportunity to make friends while you're helping others too.
Anything else about, and then we'll want to talk a little about North Ark in general, but anything else about the volunteer opportunities fair? Do we cover everything as far as that go? We gave the phone number, how to get contact with Cindy Keeter if you'd like to sign your organization up. Again, no cost to the organizations, nor is there any cost to go down there and look around and talk to the different people there. But sounds like a great event to be there, and they'll have a lot of fun down there too at the Duran Center. What else is going on at North Ark? My goodness, you got so many things. I know you're looking for a new president.
We are looking for a
major project.
We're making great strides in that. The search committee's been working hard day and night and reviewing applications, and they've narrowed it down to 10 finalists.
Okay.
So they're looking at those, and we're on a tight schedule. Hope to have someone in place by July 1st.
Okay.
It's also graduation time, so we've got commencement May 7th. We're going to have a lot of graduates and their families come out to see their students move on to the next chapter of their lives in the workforce. And we've got limited space, so we'll be giving tickets away for commencement. Do
you have that in the Pioneer Pavilion?
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
I thought so.
Then coming up the 29th and 30th, April 29th and 30th and May 1st, the drama department's doing one-act plays down at the Lyric called The Monsters in Our Heads.
I've had a few of those.
So that's at 2 o'clock. We've got our 25 Changes Lives campaign going on, and that's with the North Ark Foundation and the Career Pathways Initiative. Career Pathways provides funds for low-income adults to overcome obstacles to education. So they may be given gas vouchers, they may be given child care vouchers, they work to tutor and stay in real close contact with their students, and it's a program that's received some hefty funding cuts. So this 25 Changes Lives goes to that program to help those students complete, and it's impressive because a new study just found that those students earn their certificates and degrees at a rate double those of regular students.
Wow.
And they're employed 2 years from their commencement. The day they finish their program, they're employed 2 years. 80% of them are still employed.
Wow.
So it really makes a difference in the economy and students' lives. So that's going on with the North Ark Foundation. Then we have an exciting new partnership with the Park Service.
Okay.
That's the first ever that we've partnered with Buffalo National River. I know it's kind of surprising because we're right here in our backyard.
It really is.
But they're offering a free summer microbiology workshop, and they'll be traveling to Steel Creek.
Okay.
They'll be studying water quality and soil quality. And for this summer, it's free to high school students, high school teachers, and college students.
Wow.
And that's going to be May 23rd through 27th. And if folks are interested in that for their students, there's still a few spots open. It's been real popular.
So it's filling up fast.
It is filling up fast. Farron Usry is the contact on that, and his number is 870-365-2764. And we hope that that's a partnership that we don't know what it'll lead to in the future, but just think of all of the fun classes you could take out there in our parks that are around us.
And thing about it is, nothing any more fun than a good outdoor class. So you're not sitting in the classroom; you're actually hands-on. You're getting out there with these specialists, and not a prettier place than go to Steel Creek over on Buffalo River.
That's right, and it's the Park Service's 100th anniversary, and they're giving back to the community to provide this free pilot course. And so we're excited about that.
Now, you didn't say anything about this, but is there any, probably not the first year, but is there any kind of credit? Do they get credit for taking the class on this particular time?
Yes, they get some credit. The teachers also get credit.
Good.
I mean, it's rare to have a science course provided in the summer. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's been so popular. It's a rare opportunity to 8-hour-long days, sort of like a camp type atmosphere for 5 days.
And you get credit. I mean, you're getting college credits for this thing.
You know, I think you do get some sort of credit.
I bet you do get like a lab credit, I bet. Mm-hmm. I mean, most of the time, we don't want to say something here that you told us we was going to get you. But in many cases, I've seen that happen where they do go out and do that, and you get some credit for that, you know. And so that'd be good. But the partnership is fantastic. The Buffalo National River, it is their 100th anniversary. They're doing a lot of things down there on the Buffalo National River, and we take it so for granted here. I mean, we're right here. I grew up here as a child and lived here, and then moved away for many, many years and then moved back. But still, we don't even think about it. And then people come from all over the world, and then certainly all over the United States, drive and fly thousands of miles to get to come here, and we've got it right in our back door. What a beautiful place to be.
It's part of our uniqueness.
It really is.
And that's what we're looking at it as North Ark. It's unique to this area. It's a unique educational opportunity. So we're super excited to offer it.
That's good. So, what else? Anything else? Did you cover everything?
I'm sure I forgot.
We got about a minute left.
Okay, summer movie series.
Okay,
We've got the summer movie series coming up. We're planning for May 13th, Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
May have some characters out there, too.
Yes. Check our webpage for that, northark.edu, and we've got great movies lined up all summer again. So
we may want to get back together before May 13th and talk about it. As you can see, lots of things going on. Mickey Summers always has a nice list of things to talk about, and we've run out of time already. Did you see? So, but thank you for coming in.
My
been
pleasure.
A while.
Thank you.
Don't stay gone for so long.
We appreciate you.
I know you're a very busy person right now. And good luck with the search for our new president. What an important thing right there. Don't forget the Volunteer Opportunities Fair. Thursday, April 28th, 1 till 6 p.m. It'll be right down at the Durand Center. It's free to the public. It's free to you. If you're part of an organization that's a nonprofit, call them up, Cindy Keeter, get a hold of her, and get you a booth space signed up for it, because it'll be a lot of fun, and it'll be good for the organization, because people that don't know about your organization may find out about it and not only support it personally, but funding-wise too. So,
that's right.
Mickey, thank you so much. Appreciate you coming in. Thanks for joining us on Connection this week. We see you again next time.